Welcome to NASA Daisha. Are you searching for hidden gems on Netflix this year? Then this carefully picked top 10 best underappreciated Netflix shows selections is for you. From mind-bending sci-fi thrillers to intense psychological dramas and weird comedies, these shows provide fascinating storytelling, unforgettable characters, and never-before-seen mysteries that you need to see in 2024. In this video, we provide a highlight to a few of Netflix's lesser-known yet excellent shows that are sure to grab your attention and have you stuck to the screen. Now let's start the video. Number 10. Ragnarok. It is a fantasy action drama created by Adam Bryce. This is one of the most underrated fantasy shows, and few people are aware of it. The narrative centers on Magni Sayer, a young boy who moves to a town named Edda and finds himself gifted with abilities similar to those of the Norse god Thor. Things get complicated when Magni discovers that the Judal family, powerful local business owners, are prehistoric monsters wreaking havoc on the ecosystem. From this point on, Magni's goal is to stop the Judals and avert Ragnarok, the Norse mythological event that is meant to bring about the end of the world. As the series progresses, Magni is accompanied by further characters who share ties to Norse mythology. Together, they must overcome the obstacles imposed by the Judals and other magical forces. The show's distinctive and engaging storytelling hooks you in from the beginning by fusing modern-day issues with Norse legends. The characters in the story are well developed, especially Magni, whose transformation from a young boy to a formidable hero fills him with feelings and rage, which makes him both dangerous and strong. The show's breathtaking Norwegian views enrich the atmosphere, and the narrative's mix of fantasy, drama, and social satire keeps it fresh and enjoyable. Number 9. The Law According to Lydia Poet. It is a historical crime series, loosely based on the life of Lydia Poet, the first modern female lawyer in Italy. The show is set in the last years of the 19th century and follows Lydia's struggle against systematic discrimination as she attempts to practice law. Despite being initially disqualified from studying law, Lydia applies her wits and willpower to take on matters that subvert the social order and promote equality. Along the way, she faces both professional and personal problems while campaigning for gender equality and changes to the law. With her depiction of Lydia, the lead actress effectively conveys the character's nuance and passion. The drama tackles injustice and constitutional change, making it timely and interesting, while it offers a skillfully rendered portrayal of late 19th century Italy, strengthening the plot. Overall, the series features an engrossing plot, engaging crime cases, historical depth, and powerful performances that will appeal to fans of historical dramas and crime thrillers. Number 8. The Umbrella Academy. It is a superhero action-adventure series based on the comic book series of the same name, written by Gerard Way. That's arguably one of the most underappreciated Netflix series that you haven't watched yet. Believe me, this is unlike any superhero show you've seen before. The series chronicles the siblings of the Hargreaves family, who were adopted by curious billionaire Sir Reginald Hargreaves. Surprisingly, all these kids have superpowers and were born on the exact same day in 1989 to different women who were not pregnant. Trained and taught to be members of a superhero group known as the Umbrella Academy, the siblings fall apart as they get younger. However, after Sir Reginald's unexplained death, they reunite and learn about a global apocalypse, and decide they must cooperate to stop it. Each of the siblings has distinctive characteristics and a past, which makes their relationships and individual journeys interesting and relatable. The story is original, quite entertaining, and stylish, thanks to the elegant cinematography and impressive special effects. Every season has a mix of mystery, fantasy, and action, as the Hargreaves siblings fight to stop the world's growing threats. Overall, the concept of the show is its strongest point, and it is a good choice for both comic book enthusiasts and people of all ages. Number 7. Rita. It is a comedy drama series created by Christian Torp. The show revolves around Rita Madsen, an impulsive teacher who is admired by her students for her open-minded approach, while she frequently fights with other teachers and the institution's management owing to her unconventional tactics and carefree attitude. In the meantime, Rita's private life is complicated, and she is the single parent of 3 kids, each of whom faces unique difficulties. Throughout the series, Rita struggles with parenthood, friendships, and balancing her job duties with her volatile private affairs create most of the drama and comedy. Mill Dennison has an outstanding performance as Rita, a balanced character who is imperfect but open-minded, making her journey engaging. The series tackles social topics including parenting, education, and personal freedom, while deftly blending melodrama and comedy. Its depiction of the social structure and educational system gives it more depth and reality. Overall, Rita is a must-watch for lovers of character-driven dramas, owing to its lighthearted tone, profound emotions, and dramatic character development. Number 5. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. It is a courtroom comedy thriller series, directed by Yoo In-shik. The story revolves around Woo Young-woo, a talented lawyer with autism spectrum disorder. Despite her condition, Woo Young-woo displays an intelligence level of 164, graduated from a highly esteemed law school with distinction, joins a famous law firm, and demonstrates her value by approaching issues in a way that astounds her colleagues. The show explores her emotional development and professional struggles as she works through the complexities of relationships, the workplace, and the system of justice. The highlight of the show is her unique viewpoint, which frequently results in unorthodox but successful solutions to legal issues, winning her the respect and trust of clients and colleagues alike. The drama deftly strikes a mix between emotional storytelling and legal mystery, illuminating the struggles and victories experienced by people with autism. With interesting cases, realistic people, and moments of comedy and affection, Extraordinary Attorney Woo is a must-see for anybody looking for an insightful and enjoyable show. Number 5. Blue Eye Samurai. It is an animated action-adventure series created by Amber Nazumi and Michael Green. Without a doubt, this is one of the best animated shows in recent years. The plot revolves around Mizu, an expert samurai with blue eyes that distinguish him as a rebel in Japanese society. Mizu, who was born to a foreigner and a Japanese lady, must travel on a quest for revenge against those who mistreated their family, while she must deal with discrimination and bias. Along the journey, Mizu faces many enemies, develops her samurai abilities, and resolves difficult questions of morality. The show features powerful action scenes and gorgeously animated landscapes, while tackling themes of honor, retribution, and identity. The fundamental strengths of the series are its historical themes and personal drama, which unite to create a complicated story that explores the intricacies of different cultures and human nature. Number 4. The 100. It is a post-apocalyptic science fiction series based on the book series of the same name by Cass Morgan. Even though sci-fi enthusiasts love it, a large portion of the genre audience hasn't seen this masterpiece yet. The show takes place in a post-apocalyptic future, about 100 years after Earth was wiped out by a nuclear attack, where human survivors are now living in the Ark, a space station. But when supplies run low, the leaders of the Ark send 100 young offenders to Earth to see if it's sustainable again. Upon arriving on Earth, the teenagers find that surviving is not the only obstacle, as they come across unfriendly grounders, who are the offspring of people who lived through the nuclear catastrophe on the planet's surface. The show focuses on their battles with moral quandaries, internal power struggles both within their very own organization and with rival factions, and how they try to adapt, build alliances, and live in this brutal new world. In each season, the main characters manage tricky connections and ethical issues as they work to preserve the continued existence of humanity, while exploring the secrets of Earth's history and present. Each season features a lot of action and explores the fallout from humanity's previous sins in a gripping post-apocalyptic environment. The show includes 7 seasons and a completed storyline, making it an excellent choice if you enjoyed binge watching. Number 3. Killing Eve. It is a spy thriller drama series based on Villanelle book series by Luke Jennings. The story centers on 2 ferociously clever women, an assassin, Villanelle, and a frustrated MI5 police officer, Eve Balastri. The series opens with Eve getting obsessed with finding Villanelle after she executes a string of high-profile killings throughout Europe. As Eve's quest expands, Villanelle becomes equally attracted to her, sparking a hazardous game of cat and mouse between the two. As their obsession grows, their connection becomes more complicated and twisted, making it difficult to distinguish between affection and vengeance. Throughout the series, Eve and Villanelle try to balance their professional and private lives while dealing with their shared fixation. The show spans 4 seasons and features clever writing, dark comedy, and intriguing performances, especially from Sandra Oh as Eve and Jodie Comer as Villanelle. Each season mixes aspects of character-centered drama, psychic thrillers, and spies to create an engaging and intriguing plot that never fails to entertain. Number 2. 1899. That is a sci-fi mystery series created by Jansch Friis and Baron Booder. The show is from the creator of the world's best mind-bending series, Dart, and is worth viewing for a special experience. The show takes place in the late 19th century and chronicles the voyage of European immigrants to America on board the USS McCluskey. However, as they set out to start their fresh start, they come across a ship that is said to have vanished, which sets off a series of unexplained and paranormal incidents on board. Realizing that a horrific power is at work, everyone on board gets together to try to survive the voyage, while learning the truth about the supernatural stalking the ship. The story highlights themes of isolation, terror of the unidentified, and cultural clashes, as the people confront evils both within themselves and on board the vessel. It does a fantastic job of capturing the claustrophobia and stress of living at sea, which are made even more frightening by the historical context. In general, 1899 is full of exciting plot turns that reveal an engrossing and mysterious story of survival and keep you wondering all the time. Yes, the story moves slowly, but it is worthwhile. Number 1. The Sandman. It is a fantasy adventure series based on the comic book written by Neil Gaiman. This is not a typical fantasy show, and that is the biggest plus. The plot centers on Dream, who's also known as Morpheus, one of the immortal entities who ruled the dreaming world and are in charge of human dreams. However, things take a turn for the worse when Dream becomes captured and kept captive for decades, leading to unanticipated outcomes for both humans and his kingdom. But when Dream manages to escape, he sets out on a journey to retake his empire and recreate the world of the dreaming. Throughout the series, Dream confronts a variety of mythological beings and historical personalities, each of which represents a different part of dreams and legends. The story creates a mesmerizing narrative by skillfully fusing mythology, fantasy, and deep issues of life. The series' storytelling brilliance can be seen in a broad group of characters, ranging from ancient gods to simple humanity, each with substance and context. The show has magnificent visuals, and each episode introduces viewers to the Sandman's enormously expansive realms. Additionally, the show has been renewed for a second season, so you can binge watch and enjoy the Sandman's journey.